Hello and welcome again to my channel. Now, if you have watched the first part of my video on papaya seeds, then you need to also digestion. If you can get something to digest your foods properly, your problem is already half solved. You see these seeds, start including it. Whenever you consume anything and it's giving you trouble, chew a little of this instead of you. One thing you need to also do if you are interested in incorporating the papaya seeds into your diet. Remember that one of the very important benefits of the papaya seed is the fact that it kills bacteria and intestinal worms and parasites. And so I want to share with you in this very video one very important thing you must do if you are taking papaya seeds. Now, if you are taking papaya seeds, it's going to be working just like antibiotics. It's not only the papaya seeds that works this way. There are several other herbs and spices that works exactly that way. They kill off parasites, fungi, and other microbes. But a lot of people do not follow it up with a relevant probiotics in their diet. Now, if you are taking it and you do not include a good probiotic, and what is probiotic? Probiotic is just incorporating fermented foods in your diet. There are several fermented foods in different regions, but the very common ones we have around us here are the yogurt, very good yogurt, not sugary or flavored yogurt. I mean yogurt with live cultures. Then fermented grains like fermented millet or fermented sorghum bicolor and other fermented condiments. There are various foods also that could be fermented. We know of the kefir, the sauerkraut, and other fermented foods in various regions. And so these fermented foods, what makes them stand out is the fact that they have been kept overnight or for a few nights, and then bacteria have been allowed to work on them. So what does that mean to your health? Well, it simply means that when you take it, either as a food or you incorporate it into other foods, it's going to, strengthen your gut bacteria. Because when you take seeds like papaya seeds that kill off parasites, it's going to kill off almost all the worms and parasites. And remember, you don't have to take it for too long. It's going to cause you to lose weight and then kill off those parasites. And if you do not follow it up with a probiotic like a fermented, as a matter of fact, what I did after taking the papaya seeds for a few days, and of course I had to stop, I then got myself fermented sorghum bicolor and then fermented millet. It's always part of my diet, but I don't take it regularly because all of them have their own negative effects. And as a matter of fact, they are all carbohydrates. So I'm always mindful of them. But once in a while, when I consider it necessary, I do try to incorporate them. So if you have been taking the papaya seeds, whether it's fresh papaya seeds or dried papaya seeds, like the one I showed us, look at it here. Like the one I showed us, dry papaya seeds, they are here. If you are taking it, whether you are soaking or chewing it or adding it to your food, to your diet, whatever, you don't have to forget to include probiotic. Because if you don't, the result, if you continue taking for some time, you're going to start having things like digestive problems. Yes, digestive aid is what it does. But when you take it for a long time, for a length of time, and you do not, replenish the gut bacteria that have been killed by the presence of the papaya seeds, it's going to be causing you other digestive issues and discomfort. This is the fact, and I have to let you know it. You need to watch this video and ensure that you start taking probiotics, whether it's fermented yogurt. You can take it in moderation. Ensure that it's a good yogurt. It's not just some of these flavored yogurt that you see around. Ensure that it has live bacteria, because these fermented foods, bacteria have been allowed to act on them for a few nights. And most of us, we have them in the grains family, like the fermented pap, fermented millet, sorghum bicolor, other fermented food, even the condiments, the iru, ogiri, uba, all of them, they're all part of it. Yes, they are all part of the fermented foods. And so you need to go straight away and start making your pap for a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days. As a matter of fact, I had to prepare mine for just 2 days, because taking too much grains is something I am also very mindful of, because they all have their own effect. They are all carbohydrates, and I'm always advising seniors to be mindful of grains. Grains are good, rich in big group of vitamins and others, but we must also take them cautiously. If you take too much, they are going to have a negative effect. And so remember to take it so that you don't start having other negative effects. Gastric issues. Those who are trusting to conceive, maybe you're already in your first trimester, you must also be careful, because it's a source of papain, which is found in the fruits. So chewing the seeds may not be very, very convenient for someone who is already, expecting, and especially in the first trimester. So these are some of the things you need to know. And then those of you who are already enjoying it, it's great for you, anti-aging, killing of parasites. But remember that we don't have to kill the parasites too much. We don't have to remove everything. Some of them are beneficial gut bacteria. And so when you take these seeds, you don't underrate them thinking that they are not antibiotics. Some of them, like garlic, are even more potent, and sometimes more potent. When you take garlic too, I do caution people, if you take lots of garlic to boost your immunity for a few days, I also caution people to follow up with fermented foods like millet, pap, and all of that, to boost and strengthen your gut health. Because over time, you start complaining of things like stomach ulcers and other uncomfortable feelings. The thing about the papaya seeds is that as you are consuming it, you may not, even after you have stopped, it's still working. That is the way it works. So you don't just have to consume it like continuously like that because you want to lose weight, and you don't have to consume too much. Just half teaspoon, baby spoon, half of it. In a few days, it's okay. You just stop, or less than half of it. It's all you need. These tiny seeds, you don't need much. They are so powerful. They are more powerful than the very large fruits, especially in the dried measure. So you have to, please, get yourself ready and ferment your ogi or pap or akam, whatever you call it, and put it in your fridge. And so if you think you have taken enough of the seeds and need to boost and strengthen your gut health again, and put back some beneficial bacteria, that's what exactly you do when you take all of that. And then rebalance your gut health. That is to restore it to balance. It's like that can throw your gut health out of balance, and you start wondering what exactly is wrong with you. Some people, you may not understand. Say, I don't know how I'm feeling. Maybe you're already out of balance. You go for the fermented foods, probiotics, as stated in this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are coming this way for the first time, and to share. Drop your comment, if any, and I'll be reading to attend to it. Thank you for watching. I remain Gracious Grace.